Welcome students in the organic chemistry lecture series. Today in this video we are going to study about the third type of elimination mechanism, that is E1CB elimination mechanism. In previous few videos we have seen about the E1 elimination, E2 elimination, their mechanism along with example and their mechanistic steps and factors affecting the mechanism of E1 and E2 elimination. So all these things we have seen in the previous videos. Today in this video we are going to study about the third type of elimination mechanism, that is E1 CB mechanism. Now I will say that in E1 and E2 elimination we have taken the example of dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. Okay, now here also dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide can be taken as an example. Dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides, we have to take the same starting materials, but here the difference is that these alkyl halides having having a strong electron withdrawing groups, having a strong electron withdrawing groups. Now what is electron withdrawing groups? The groups which has electronegative atoms and they attract the electron towards them. So strong electron group is there in the starting material. So I will take the starting material, say for example CHCl2 CF3. Now you see this starting material. The name of this starting material is 1,1 dichloro dichloro 2,2,2 trifluoro difluoroethane. Okay, now if we do the dehydrohalogenation of this starting material in presence of base, say C2H5ONA, and the name of this base is sodium ethoxide, and if we heat this then we get this alkene CCl2 double bond CF2 with side product as a ethanol C2H5OH plus NaF, sodium fluoride. So this is the example of this E1CB mechanism. Now this is typical example. By observing the starting material, by observing this starting material itself, you will understand what is this mechanism, because you see here this is alkyl halide, but here strong electron withdrawing groups are attached. On this carbon there are three fluorine group, and you know that fluorine is a electronegative atom. So this CF3 is very strong electron withdrawing group. Again these two chlorines are also very strong electron withdrawing groups. That means if we carry out the dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides having strong electron withdrawing groups, then they follows E1CB mechanism. ओके, E1CB mechanism. अब ये E1CB क्या है वो हम mechanism के टाइम देखेंगे, ठीक है. फिलहाल you just remember that the dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides having a strong electron withdrawing groups is the example of this E1CB mechanism, and you can remember this example. Okay, so we'll take the mechanism in detail of this reaction so that you will understand what is this E1CB mechanism. So I will take in general in detail the mechanism of this particular reaction. Okay, so we'll go to the mechanism section. Okay, now I will write here the mechanism of this reaction. I will write once again this reaction here. See, CHCl2 CF3 plus C2H5ONA. If we heat this, then we'll get CCl2 double bond CF2 plus C2H5OH plus NaF. Okay, so this is their reaction, and we have to study the mechanism. Now we know that this is a beta elimination reaction. And initially in previous videos we have seen that in E1CB mechanism, in E1CB mechanism, okay, the CH bond CH bond break first, okay, and then CX bond breaks. This is very important thing which we have to remember. I have already explained to you that in if we consider the E1 mechanism, then CX bond break first and then CH bond. If we consider E2 mechanism, then CH and CX bond breaks simultaneously. But if we consider the E1CB mechanism, then always remember that CH bond break first and then CX bond break. So in mechanism also we are going to see the same thing. So consider step 1 of this mechanism. So what happens in step 1? I will write here the reaction so that you will understand. See here, uh, CHCl2. I will write this in a different way to understand the mechanism. ClCl. Here is a hydrogen, and here there are 3 fluorine atoms. Okay, fluorine atoms. And you know on arrow we have used a base, this C2H5O Na. We have used here C2H5O Na. This is called as sodium ethoxide and it is a base. So this C2H5O minus, this is a negative part of this base and this is a positive part of this base. So what happens, base comes here, C2H5O minus, okay, and this base abstract this beta proton. So what happens due to this bond gets shift here. So we can write here the transition state of this attack. So these bonds as it is, see here, 3 fluorine atoms are there, 3 fluorine atoms, but this bond is now breaking, so I will represent it as a dot dot dot. Again this double bond is forming, and here also there is a bond forming between the base, that is C2H5O minus, okay, in this way. So we can show the transition state. So this will carry a delta positive charge, okay, and this carbon will carry a delta negative charge. So this is a transition state 1. And finally what happened, we get this carbanion Cl C Cl. Here is a single bond C F, see this F, okay, here there is a negative charge, so this bond is going to shift here. So this is the carbanion. Now you see here, what is the difference between this carbanion and this starting material? There is a difference of only proton. You see here, here is a proton, here is a there is no proton. So we can say that this is a conjugate base, this is a conjugate base, and this is a conjugate acid, we can say conjugate acid. So this is the first step. So what happened in the first step, the strong base C2H5O minus, that is ethoxide, removes the hydrogen, removes this proton, okay, resulting in a carbanion which is stabilized by electron withdrawing groups. Now this carbanion is satisfied by these groups Cl, Cl, fluorine, fluorine. All these are electron withdrawing groups. So this negative charge is stabilized by these atoms. Okay. Therefore, this is also called as carbanion mechanism. That means ये जो mechanism है इसको carbanion mechanism भी कहते हैं. Carbanion mechanism. Remember, so E1CB mechanism and carbanion mechanism both are same terms. However, this step is only an acid-base reaction in which carbanion is a conjugate base, so this is a conjugate base. Okay, so now what happened in the next step? We'll see the next step, step number 2. Okay, now in step 2, the carbanion which is generated over here, see here I will write this carbanion once again, Cl, C, here is fluorine, here is also fluorine, and here is also fluorine. So here is a negative charge. So what happened in the next step? This negative charge shift here to form a bond, and one of the fluorine out of these two goes away. So I will write transition state 2 for this transformation once again. So C, Cl, here is a dot 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 bond forming. Here also two fluorine atom as it is, and one fluorine atom is going, that's why dot 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 F. Okay, so this will carry a negative charge, partial negative charge, and here also this carries partial positive charge, and finally we get a product that is Cl, C, Cl, double bond C, F, and F. So this is the product. The name of this product is 1,1 dichloro, 1,1 dichloro, 2,2 difluoro, difluoroethene. Okay, so this is the product in the step second. So what happened in the step second? The elimination and formation of double bond takes place. Okay, so this bond is forming here, double bond is forming, and elimination is also happening there. The carbanion loses the leaving group. This is a leaving group halide. Okay, to give the alkenes. Now if we consider this reaction, then this is a first order reaction with respect to conjugate base. ये जो स्टेप है इसका जो रेट है वो सिर्फ ये दिस conjugate base के ऊपर डिपेंड रहेगा, conjugate base. So we can called as this reaction as a first order with respect to conjugate base, and hence it is called as E1CB mechanism. This CB stands for conjugate base, 1 stands for first order, so that's why the mechanism is called as E1CB mechanism. So this is all about the E1CB elimination. So I will summarize finally what we have studied in this video. So in summary, okay, so what is E1CB mechanism? So dehydrohalogenation reaction where reactant has strong electron withdrawing groups, okay. So this starting material undergoes E1CB mechanism. In E1CB mechanism there are two steps, okay, two steps. Step 1 there is a formation of carbanion, okay. In step 2 there is a elimination and formation of alkene, okay. So this is a first order reaction with respect to conjugate base, therefore it is called as E1CB mechanism, okay. So I hope you understood all the things which I have explained in this video. So till today it is sufficient for today. In next video we'll study about the another new concept in this topic. So we'll stop here today and have a nice day. Thank you.